All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call Allah, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach His truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, a little quick bit, through the Spirit, Lord willing, is be edifying, but just want to talk about just little a testimony. Basically, I went to the corner store, Quickie Mart, around the corner from where my crib. Where I live at, it happens to be a lot of Elamites, which are so-called East Indians, right? And so I went to this store, and when I was in there, and in here and along the neighborhood I live in, and the area I live in, it's a lot of Elamites, right? Not too much Jake, Jakes and Northern tribes and whatnot scattered, but for the most part, the town I live in is a very strong population of Elam, which are the so-called East Indians. And so I was at the corner. I went to the store, and I went to get a couple things, got some juice or whatever. Long story short, so I'm in there, and there's a bunch of Elamites in there, right? So I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, yo, it just made me think about a certain scripture, and I'm gonna bring it out, but it just goes to show how, like, the scriptures, being that the scriptures are faithful and true, how, like, sometimes you actually see firsthand actual scriptures, and when you go to your day, when you do your day-to-day walk in life, how you actually see how certain scriptures are playing out right before your very eyes. And that's how I felt when I went into that store. And when I went to make my purchase, you gotta give your money to this fucking heathen. You got sometimes you want to get a drink. These Elamites got a lot of the liquor stores, the 7-Eleven. So they a lot of the merchants of America is a lot of Elamites, man. They have a lot of stake as far as merchants goes in Babylon the Great in America. So yeah, I'm read the scripture, so it made me think about the scripture, and bring that right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at Zechariah chapter 1 verse 12, but the point is in verse 15. So this is Zechariah chapter 1 verse 12, and it says, "Then the angel of the Lord answered and said, O Lord of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast indignation these 70 years?" Now, the nation, Jerusalem and Judah is what? So-called Hispanics and the so-called Negroes. So the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which make up the nation of Israel. So saying to the angels asking the Lord, how long wilt thou not have mercy on, it says, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 70 years? Now, what's some of the indignation of the Lord and not his mercy on Judah and Jerusalem? Having these heathens over us, man. Now here it is. We're the princes of the earth, and we're the salt of the earth, the princes of the power. But yet we have these heathens and these beasts, these sons of men, to rule over us. Because why? The Lord, this is a punishment from the Lord. So what better punishment than to put the nation that the Lord didn't choose over you? And as of right now, we actually had a basis of men on us, which is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. So so the reason why, I had to go to the store and see these Elamites all happy and then, like, just carelessly and they just chilling, like that's the thing that's really set me off. I'm like, yo, damn, like they think shit's sweet. They think shit's sweet. But here it is, the Lord is about to fucking turn the faucet off on you heathens, you Edomites, and 2/3 of our people that's in America. The ones of our people that want to stay like this, they want to stay in this life, they want to stay in this world. The Lord that's why the Lord is doing what he's doing to the northern tribes now. And soon enough, he's going to get to the southern tribes. Verse 13, it says, Zechariah chapter 1, verse 13, it says, "And the Lord answered, and the angel talked with me with good words and comfortable words." But there's always a bright side to it, man. There's always two sides of the coin. See, the one side of the coin is the affliction, but what also is part of it? The Lord said, "What? I will have mercy on you, and then I will bring you out of it. I will bring you out of this captivity. I will undo all those that afflict thee." It said the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen. Matter of fact, let me bring that out real quick. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay. I think that was verse 15. Okay, so this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 15, and it says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." Now, but you got people talking about, oh, the Lord is going to come and deliver everybody, right? So why would the Lord say the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen? And he says, Obadiah 1 and 15 says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." Now that don't sound too good. And what some of what they did is going to return upon their own head. The oppression of Israel, the oppression of the children of Judah, the children of Jerusalem, the northern and southern kingdom, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You also assisted Esau in our affliction, man. Because why? You came to America with which is the land of our captivity, and made more merchant off of us, man. And throughout the four corners of the earth, but especially here in America, man, because this is the daughter of Babylon. This is that city that dwelleth carelessly. And when you go into go back into Zechariah where it talks about he said what? He was so displeased with the heathen that were at ease. So when the day of the Lord comes upon all the heathen, he said, "What? All thee that what ye have done shall return upon thine own head." The Lord don't care about the heathens beefing with each other. He cares about what they did to the nation of Israel, his chosen, his people. And he's going to say it. It says, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 16 now. It says, "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain," because you got what? You got Ishmael over there in our land. You got Ishmael over there in our land. And all these, and not just his holy mountain of land, but what? His people, man. You got Moab over here. You got Ammon over here. You got Ishmael over here. You got Ham over here. You got Elam over here. You got all these nations over here. And you got Jacob at the bottom. How is it that Jacob is at the bottom, but he's the Lord's chosen people? Because why? It's a punishment. But the Lord said, the day the Lord is upon all the heathen, it's going to come back to you. All right? It says, "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been." So all this prosperity in America, your prosperity throughout the four corners of the earth, with Israel at the bottom, he says it's going to be as though you had not been. And that day is coming. That day is coming. That day is a fast approaching, man. You see how the time is flying? The Lord is judging you, heathen. The Lord is judging you, the wicked of our people. It's straight judgment going on right now, and no one can stop it. And the Lord got about to have all you nations nuke each other, including America. And when you go into Obadiah chapter 1, well, it's only one chapter, but you go into verse 17, the top caption says, "The salvation and victory of Jacob." Now, what did he just say? The day of the Lord is upon all the heathen, right? Upon the previous verses. But he said, what? The victory of Jacob. Because what? We're going to get you heathens into captivity, man. You then will be our servants. You then will work for us. And that's going to be eternity. That's going to be eternity, man. The world without end. Under who? The world called Jesus Christ, which his name is YAHAWASHI. That's what's coming. So this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 17, the salvation and victory of Jacob. And it says, verse 17, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession." What? Possess the possessions of who? The heathens. You gonna cough up all that gold. You gonna cough up all that silver. You gonna cough up all those precious stones. You gonna cough up your children. You're gonna cough up your own selves. You heathen. Remember, we're under the heathen right now, but the Lord said you're going to be as though you had not been. So, and the book of Obadiah addresses Esau, and then it says all the nations. All the nations. I'll read verse 18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it." But why? But the Lord is speaking about Esau mostly in the chapter, but why did he say what? The day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen? Because these heathens also was in league with Esau. These heathens, they didn't lift up a finger to help the children of Israel. They didn't lift a finger when the Esau brought Jacob over here in the cargo slave ships. With the other nations, they existed. They were living. They were on the earth. They didn't help. The Lord delivered us. The Lord delivered us out of our captivities. The Lord delivered us out of Egypt. The Lord had us under these other nations before Esau too. He had us in captivity. All these nations had a part of our captivity, man. The Lord said you should be smitten. You should be smitten by your enemies. The last one was just Esau, because the Lord said, "What Esau at the end of the world." Jacob's beginning of it that followed. So all you other nations, you had a part of our downfall. You had a part to prosper in our affliction. But the Lord said that's over now. Okay, so going back to the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, verse I was at verse 14, and it says, "So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, Lord of hosts." Fuck. Hold up. I know what I'm gonna do. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm bugging. Let's find a way to keep this on. Shit. Anywho, so yeah, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, verse 14. It says, "So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy." Right? Verse 15, it says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So what? He said he's sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. When I went to the store, and all of them is like at least, I say at least 15, 20, give or take. These Elamites, they're just all there, they're just fraternizing, they're just talking, just without a care in the world. Now, granted, it is what it is, but it's like one of those things you see, it's like, damn, like y'all really just at ease. Here it is, America is crumbling before your eyes too. See, these heathens, they in America, they thinking America's going to continue forever too, because they live deliciously. So why would they not want it to continue? But this place is still crumbling. All right. So yeah, it says verse 15 of Zechariah chapter 1, it says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction." So what, these heathens, you help forward the affliction. That's what the Lord said. What? He gonna undo all that afflict thee. Verse 16, it says, Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies, which is the title of the video. And it says, My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. That's going to happen what? When the children of Israel go back to the land of Israel. Because right now you have those small hats over there in Israel, but a lot of things that it talks about when the children of Jacob go back to the land of Israel, they're not fitting that. We got a whole daughter of Babylon that's still existing with these small hats over there in the land of Israel. But the Lord said, what? He was sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. These heathen are at ease, and sometimes that shit is like annoying as hell to see. We be talking with brothers like, yo, just to see these heathen just careless, thinking shit is sweet, thinking it's going to be like this forever, thinking we're going to be at the bottom forever, and they know that we are better than them. Here they're profiting millions and millions of dollars off of Jake, man. Whether here in America or abroad in the other countries where we scattered. Oh my God, this stupid shit. So verse 17, it says, Cry yet, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, My cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem, which the people. Zion is what? Synonymous with the nation of Israel, the children of Jacob. That's who he's coming to deliver. That's who he's coming to save. That's who he's coming to give prosperity to. You heathens have prosperity now. That's why you at ease. Because Jacob is at the bottom. That's why you have your prosperity. That's why Esau has his prosperity. But now that the Lord, what? He's given his name back to the children of Israel, starting with the elect, which I hope to be a part of. The Lord said, what? Now that his name, now you will remember yourselves in the land of your captivity. Now everything's going downhill for these nations. Now they're starting to see like, yo, it's not as cracked up as it's not that golden cup it once was in the Lord's hand. And it's only going to get worse. Okay, so I wanted to go to I think it's Zephaniah now. Hold up, bear with me. Hold up. Bro, the light keep going off. How do I keep this light on? Oh, this fucking light. Fuck it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on a second. I think it's okay, so lock it. So yeah, it was Zephaniah. Actually, hold up. Now, granted, so seeing that these other nations, seeing that America is that careless city, matter of fact, hold up. Hold up. Real quick. Let me go to the book of Isaiah to get some context. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. And it reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Now, the daughter of Babylon is America. And the proof of that, I'm going to go to the book of Revelation. Real quick, hold up. This is a book of Revelation. Oh, shit, it's right here. Revelation chapter 18. And it's the title, the caption, the top caption of it, it says, Babylon Falls. So this is the book of Revelation chapter 18, verse 1, and it says, And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and hold every foul spirit in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verse 3, and it says, For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. That's these other nations, man. It says, all the nations. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So all nations. That's why the Lord said what? For the day of the Lord is upon all the heathen. The day of the Lord is upon all the heathen, bro. That's what each day that passes, we're getting closer to that day. We're getting closer to when the Lord is going to take these heathens out. He going to take these heathens out. Now, going back to Zephaniah, matter of fact, I'm gonna read the last verse of chapter 2, but I'm gonna go jump to chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at I'm going to start at verse 14. In fact, I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, this is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 13, and it says, the remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. And that's going to, ultimately we in the kingdom. But that started right now. Because what is this little thing of ours we call? The truth. The truth. We speak the truth. The Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM is what? The truth. And his mouth was found no guile. That's YAHAWAH BAHASHAM. It says he cannot lie. It says, verse 14, it says, rejoice at the people's salvation. It says, rejoice at the people's salvation. What people is that? Israel. It talks about Zion and Israel, that Jerusalem, that's the children of Jacob, who the Lord chose from the very beginning, and the Lord said he still chooses. He said, I'll yet choose Israel. It says, Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 14, it says, sing, O daughter of Zion. This pissed me off. It says, sing, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord hath taken away the judgments, he hath cast out thine enemy. The King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore. Now that's what's coming, man. And that's going to be ultimately in the kingdom. Because as long as these devils and these heathens are over us, we're going to see evil. But the Lord said what? He going to flip it soon. Verse 16, it says, in that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hands be slack. The Lord thy God is in the midst of thee, is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. Oh, who is thee? Israel, his chosen nation, the children of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the ones of the covenant. That's who he's coming back to deliver. Okay. It says, verse 18, it says, I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. That's what we're living right now. We're living the reproach of that burden, the affliction. These are the nations being over us, the bases of men being over us. Seeing these heathen at ease. Seeing these heathen at ease. And he says, well, he was but a little displeased. So he was a little rough. I forget how he worded it, but he said he was a little angry with us. And he said they helped what? Further forward the affliction. Forward the affliction. So it's Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19 now. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that were driven out. Who is the her? Israel. And they were driven out of what? The land of Israel. And it says, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame, which what? The whole earth. The whole earth. So that starts right now. This land we've been put to shame. But what is happening right now? The Lord says what? You would remember yourselves in what? In the land of your captivity, the land of your oppression. In the city that's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Because why? It said the elect that's in the daughter of Babylon shall be delivered. Because Babylon the Great, which is America, is going to be completely destroyed. But before that happened, he said, well, I will undo all those that afflict thee. And he's doing that right now. Like these heathens and their dominion over us, is they have a lot, they're more time behind them than ahead. The Lord said the day hasteth greatly. It says, and at verse 20 of Zephaniah chapter 3, and it says, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. There you go right there. I will turn back the captivity before your very eyes. I will take you out of, I will deliver you once again. That's what the Lord said. He's going to deliver us once again out of Egypt. And it's which spiritually Sodom and Egypt now, which is America, Babylon the Great. Where it said all the nations have lived deliciously off of her, have profited, man. And it's funny because in Revelation 18, where it says that this is the land of our captivity, this is the worst we had it, and it's the best they had it, because it is the land where all the nations were together in unison, ruling over Israel. Think about that. That's why the Lord said, for all the nations have been drunk off the wrath of fornication. So at the worst, at our lowest, these heathens at their highest, starting with Esau, Edom. That's why they're able to come over here and do that. That's why they're able to come over and get all these businesses and get up. It says what? The stranger get thee above thee greatly. In the book of Deuteronomy, one of the curses. The stranger shall get highly above thee, roughly paraphrasing. But the Lord said he's going to do all of that. He's going to do all those that afflict thee, right? I'll read that again. So this is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19, and it says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that were driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame, which is throughout the whole earth. Starting with here in America, because this is where the truth started. In this land, Babylon. This is where the truth first came out. So damn sure we're gonna get fame in this land, this the worst land we've been put to shame. You know? But continuing on, so yeah, I want to get to back to the second chapter and the last verse. So this is the book of Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 15, and it says, this is the rejoicing city that dwelleth carelessly. So what it said, the heathen are at ease, right? He who sword displeased with the heathen that are at ease. They're most at ease in America. These heathens come over here to America because even in their other home native lands, it's not that great to live. It's not that they don't live that deliciously. Okay? But here in America, all these nations can come and prosper. And that's why they all here. But he says, this is the rejoicing city that dwelleth carelessly, that said in her heart, I am. Like it says in the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. And it says, and there is none beside me. How will she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Every one that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Because why they going to hiss? Because what? They used to be that great land. It was once that prosperous city that dwelled carelessly. But now look at it. Now look at this now. It's crumbling every day now. Every day, every moment, this place is going down more and more. That's why Trump's whole thing was what? Make America great again. But it's not going to be it's not going to be as great as it once was many years ago, many moons ago. It's over now. Because he said, now at this time, I will undo all those that afflict thee. Who was the main one that afflicted us? Esau. What is the worst part of our affliction in Babylon the Great? Which is AKA what? America. So the Lord has to do away with this place. This land is a sinful kingdom. This is the land of our captivity where we actually forgot ourselves. We were discontinued from our heritage. But the Lord said, what? I will remember thee again. And I will undo all those that afflict thee. All right? But with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all true sincerity. Shalom.